Alright, welcome back to FX Action Trader YouTube channel. So in this video, again, we are going to go through all the pairs that I think potential for us to trade in this upcoming week. So let us begin with the first pair of this week, the Euro Dollar. So Euro Dollar on daily chart, we still can see that market is still in a very clear downtrend where market is keep on creating lower low, lower highs, lower low, lower high, and followed by a new low before Friday market close. Right, so as we can see, market created a new low before the Friday market close, and we can see that the nearest lower high is actually here, and this is the zone that we are going to look for another potential sell trade on this coming week. So in this coming week, there is a very high chance that we might see a potential pullback towards this zone, and from this zone we can scale down to 1 hour time frame or even lower time frame to look for a sell signal. All right, so we are going to look for a sell signal at here, and if we are referring back to the daily chart, there is a very high potential that market might again retest its previous low at 1.7295. So from this zone to this previous low, there is about a 200 pips of movement here that we have a very high potential to get it. So let us have a look on the pound dollar. So on pound dollar on daily chart, regardless of this bullish candle, in overall market is still in a downtrend. We did not see market create a new high. We did not see that market break this key level, or we did not see that market has break this higher and created a new high. So in overall, we are still looking for a sell signal. So by looking on the H4, we can see that market was currently in a downtrend, and market is now likely to perform some sort of pullback towards the resistance zone on H4. Alright, so let us extend this key area. So this is the area that we are looking for another sell signal. So, alright, so let us go to H1. So on H1, we can even see that the picture is more clear. The picture is even clearer. Market has been pushing down for a long time, and now market is doing something like a pullback or retracement. So let us just wait for another sell signal. So meaning to say that as long as this area 1.4 did not able to break, we are still going to look for sell signal. Alright, we follow the daily trend of this entire pair. So for the New Zealand dollar, so I believe that on last week video I did a trade call here, on this video about a sell call here, after this engulfing candlestick, and my take profit was actually at the previous low. So as we can see that market did not really hit the take profit area. So but somehow we still managed to set this trade to break even, and we just let market to do the remaining. So on this week, what are we going to trade, or how are we going to trade this pair on this week? So if we look on the daily chart, we still can see that market is still in a downtrend. The nearest lower high is actually at here, which is also the support zone of this entire daily market structure. So as long as market did not break above this level, we are still safe to go for a sell trade. So unless we see that there is one level here, this might be a temporary resistance level on H4 or even H1. As we can see that this level is the resistance level on H4. Unless that we see that market do a breakout above this level, followed by a pullback, and this high level was again being broken out, then we should pay attention to this pair and focus on the potential trend reversal signal. So else, we are still going to look for the only sell signal. So we are going to wait for market to do another retest or we can wait for another sell signal to continue short this pair until market reach the previous low at 0.64 to 0.96427. All right, so we are still in a bearish opinion on New Zealand dollar. So let us have a look on the gold. So on the gold pair, this pair is a bit tricky. All right, on daily chart, we can see that the support zone around 1765 has been retested for quite some time. And on H4, all right, last week we had a sideways structure on H4. All right, this is a sideways structure on H4. Market did a false break below the sideways structure, but somehow market did not manage to break lower than the support zone, and we see a strong rejection upwards from the support zone, and market again is now back into this sideways condition. So this is a bit tricky on this week. All right, in overall, if you're looking on the H4 market, in overall the market is still in a bearish mood, but somehow market went from the bearish condition to some sort like a choppy market at time being. So on this week, unless we can see that market did a very nice breakout of this entire sideways structure and a pullback, and I need to see that market break out again, meaning to say that market break out from the sideways structure to the pullback, and this new high level was again being broken out in order for me to look for a buy signal. Else, we're still going to look for a sell signal, and the sell signal is actually following this entire market trend, which is at here, which is in a very strong selling momentum. So let us move to the yen pair. So on yen pair, all right, so on daily chart, we can start to see that there is some signal of trend continuation, which is previously market was in an uptrend. After that, all right, market just created a new low level, and market created a new lower high level, and this lower high level was actually respected, as we can see that market retested this for a few days and not able to break above, and the new low level was actually broken and a new low is being formed. So on this week, we can see that market has did pull back, retest for the first time and retest for the second time, and on Friday market is showing some bearish momentum before this entire market close. So we have a very clear picture that the market is likely to go bearish instead of going bullish. So on this week, we are still going to look for a sell signal. All right. So if you pay attention on the H4 chart, we can see that there is actually a bearish dominant setup being formed at here. All right. So we are going to look for short signal as long as market do a pullback toward this dominant candle zone. All right. So on Euro Yen, we are still in a bearish opinion. So about pound yen, all right, so let us have a look on daily chart. So on pound yen, all right, firstly market has broke the trend line, and on daily chart we can see that daily chart showed a very big dominant setup here. All right, consists of many candles that move between the dominant candle body, all right, that move within the dominant candle body, and a new low was created. So in this week, as long as the market did not able to break this important zone at here, right? As long as market did not able to break this important zone at 155.359, we are still looking on a sell signal. So let us have a look on H4. So on H4, all right, on H4, market is still in a sell trend, and these are the key level that we are going to pay attention to. So meaning to say that there is a very high chance for market to retest again this key level, and from this key level we can start to scale down for a short signal. All right, with the take profit level at previous low at 151.517. So in overall, there is about a 270 pips of movement that we have very high potential to scale down into it. So let us have a look on the last pair for today, the dollar Canadian UCAD. So on daily chart, all right, we can see that for the past 2 weeks, the dollar has been strengthening. But if we pay attention to this chart, especially on the daily time frame, we can see that in overall, the pair is still in a bearish condition. All right, this pair is still in a bearish condition. And if we have a look on the daily chart, market actually respected this trend line. And we got a beautiful rejection at this trend line area. So in order for us to scale down again into a sell signal, or in order for us to start to look for a sell signal, we need market to show us some evidence or some signal of downtrend continuation. So the first thing first, we need to have a new low being formed. So we need to say that we need market to break this low, all right? We need market to break this low and form a new low here. So once this new low is being formed, we then can start to scale down to look for a short signal, and the take profit area can be up to the previous low or the previous support zone of this entire daily structure. Alright, so that's all for my analysis in this video. Hope you guys like it and you guys have some new idea or learn something from this video. I shall see you guys again on next week. Have a nice day.